something that Cinema 4D is really good at. So let's create a capsule and let's bring down the height a little bit and let's make it a little bit skinnier. And now this is what Cinema 4D is really good at doing. So let's just bring in an array and make this capsule a child of the array. So we want that arrow pointing downwards. And look what's happening. It created, let's go into array, it created 7 copies which we can bring up and down. Let's bring that up a little bit to 20, it doesn't really matter. Now look what's happening with the amplitude. If we bring this up or down, it's starting to wiggle. And also with the array frequency, something is happening there. And if we just use the coordinates, so these are the position and x, y, z, this is the scale x, y, z, and this is the rotation x, y, z. So look what's happening if we have this rotating this way and rotating this way and rotating this way as well. So I'd say we just bring that back to 0 and do a little bit of an animation now. So let's start just putting the auto key on. So we click auto keying. So we need to put keyframes in there. At certain positions in time, there's our timeline, which then says at this point in time I want the rotation to be all 0. And if you hold shift and click coordinates, you have this all in one go available to you. And let's just do that as well. So auto key here, and so everything that has that little circle there can be animated. So let's animate those three, the 3 rotation axes. Let's annotate the amplitude and the array frequency. So now we are keying in 5 different things. And now let's move forward in time, maybe to 60 frames per second, and change some of these values. Let's bring down the amplitude and the array frequency as well. And let's change, maybe let's do it to 90 and 90. And now let's just have a look. We just created our first animation. Here we go. So obviously 90 wasn't very spectacular, so let's just crank that up to maybe 270, 3/4 of a rotation. And sometimes going in the same steps is not really desirable. Now let's have a look this time. Here we go, look at that, beautiful. Nothing's happening after 60, everything stays the same. And that was your first animation.